45. Okay. Crit and ability. Okay, they're both. I'm happy with what I have. That has more crit on it, but less haste. And haste is my meatiest thing right now, beyond just flat out having a stronger weapon. I worked out my stat weights, and it's like obviously beefier weapon, but then it's like haste, strength, and mastery, and in that order. Strength gives a little bit less than haste. Ooh, I got 2,000 more resources. Fantastic. I'm starting to get, get that together. Okay. I might be able to get some of the stuff, the easier to do like maintenance done before. Ooh, nice. All the black trillium sold. I might be, and this feast sold. Platinum sold. The Tempest sold, but that's making me very little. So did the Jade. Jade got me more. All the Pauldrons sold to the same guy. Interesting. The Infernal Brimstone sold. Good. True Iron sold. The Green Tea Leaf sold. But yeah, I might be able to get all the easier done stuff. Oh, I forgot to auction this. Oh well. I might be able to get some of the easier done stuff gone. Dealt with before. Before I have to call it. I've already done the mission table here. I will, and I'm doing the mailbox here. I could pop to my, I could pop to Dal, check with Nami, see if he has anything. I could pop to Ironforge. I could then go to my order hall. I could check Ironforge. I could, Christ, that Ghost Iron, the Ghost Iron sold and went for 107 gold for 123 of it. And that 5 went for nearly 50. That's incredible money. The 2 Motes of Harmony went for 34, which is crazy. 45 for the exotic leather. The 4 Storm Silver went for 134. Shit. Nice. But yeah, I could easily get, that stuff done. I couldn't get the dailies done, but I could at least get, some of that stuff done easy enough. I got 10,041 gold from all that. Quite happy with that. That's not great. Sadly, that's not great either. Ah, sucks. Don't know when we'll be getting to do the... And this new one, Vicious Black Warsaber. Actually, in the same Bellier Games video, Bellier Gaming video, apparently one of the devs behind all this was claiming that the idea of a PvP vendor is too complex. You get tokens from running PvP. You go to a vendor and choose an item. That's too complex for people. So it's better off to have a randomized system that they have no control over, and to trade tokens for tokens, and to get upgrades based on the week and do lunar cycle. I'm joking about the lunar cycle bit, but it's there's a ton of metagaming to it, rather than just simply, okay, what's the best gear for me? Okay, I got the tokens for it, I buy it. That's such a more simple thing, but he basically, I know, it's such a bullshit answer. Such a bullshit answer, and it's how little he thinks of the player base that trading tokens directly for gear is too complex for us is actually really insulting. I'm actually insulted at that, because that's, my god, my god, that's That's kind of a shitty thing to say, you know? But anyway. Oh, time walking gear can't be scrapped. That sucks. I was hoping it would be. Well, because it's time walking. It's, you know, could be grandfathered into this stuff. Questioning if we're going to get any Titan residuum off this. 1. Yeah, it's to be expected. But, so what? But yeah, it was... Yeah. It's a shitty argument, and it's also pretty insulting. So it's not really winning him any points with me. Who knows, maybe he'll take his foot, both of his feet, they're probably up to the knee right now, out of his mouth someday and actually, you know, make a good point on that front. And, you know, try and about face, you know, try and make, you know, do something sensible. But, who knows? Like, I don't see what's so complex about a PvP vendor. You run PvP, you get tokens, and then you trade them in for gear. I remember grinding up tokens before. Like, I found a vendor, and it's like I needed 40 tokens from the original 3 battlegrounds. They used to give like marks of war, 1 for a loss, 3 for a win, and I needed 40 of them from each to get a PvP mount, the Warhorse. So I was like, okay, I got it. And I went and I eventually ground them up and I got it in Wrath. I went to Old Town, to the PvP section there in Stormwind, and I bought my PvP amount. Or maybe I got it even back, you know, before it was max level in like Dalaran. I just vaguely remember, I think, working on it in Dal and thinking about it there, but maybe that was when I was thinking about it, them removing it. The memory's vague. And I'm kind of remembering current Dal and putting the old memory to it. So, but anyway, like I remember being over... It's so weird coming here now when it's no longer the current expansion. It feels odd. But yeah, I remember here and all that, this. And so I'm like slotting in like that, even though that wouldn't have been in the memory. But, you know, all that would have been. But, yeah, I remember like grinding up the points and buying the PvP mount, my, Warhorse. Black War Steed. I remember buying this back in the day for the Marks of War or whatever they're called. It's been too long, but there was ones for the original 3 battlegrounds. They didn't continue the concept beyond then. Beat gear and all that was bought with them, the same like with the PvP mounts and whatnot. But yeah, I don't understand what's so complex about that system. Part of me feels like he wanted to just bullshit an answer, but you know, just came out with something really insulting unintentionally. So yeah, like he didn't think it through before he said it or something. But yeah, hopefully he'll, you know, about face on that and, you know, give us a fucking PvP vendor rather than this like weird randomized system that's, you know, just from what I'm hearing is just overly complex if you want to make the most of it. Like it just sounds painful. Okay, I now have 10 prepared ingredients. Well, I get what I want. What I really, really want. No, I didn't. And I'm missing one of those.
Let's get cooking. Always use fresh ingredients.
You say that, but I don't know how the old any of these are. Ah, Hungry Magister. You give crit. Huh. Okay, let's check the order hall. Remember the quest where he's replaced with like by a demon? It's like foul blossom, foul bloom or something instead of apple. Need to finish the Nighthold at some stage. Enchant my shoulders, run in and get some bonus Legion stuff. I'll leave it on the randomized one, may as well. I don't think it has access to all shoulder enchants. Like there's a pet shoulder enchant you can get, and one other I think, but they're not in it, but it's got most of them. That slight sliver is bothering me, but I'll worry about that next time I come and play. Also, I do need to run my weekly. I don't need to get any more Blood of Sargeras. I will probably send them to get more Blood of Sargeras if I no need for that, and I could get more of this for to get appearances, but of little desire. So I'm just gonna go. Again, they've kind of ruined the Order Hall missions there. They've kind of gimped them all, which is quite annoying. Similarly, Battle for Azeroth's ones are gonna end up gimped. And it's also disappointing. But if I see Blood of Sargeras, I'll still go for it. If I see the Legion crystals, raid crystal things, the runes, I'll still go for them. And if I see, rep, obviously I'll go for that. Rep especially. Rep before all. Oh, nice. We'll end up getting 2,000 from this rep. And 12 Blood of Sargeras, and the Strength 12 Energy. So how is my Court of Frondus? It's most of the way there. God damn. It just feels so weird to just look back at that as old content, non-current content. It doesn't feel right to me. It feels like, it just feels foreign. Huh. I can grab this book while I'm here. Legend of the Four Hammers. Translated by Fafnir Hammerbeard, Lore Master of the Legend Keepers. We have all heard the tale. We have all heard tales of the ancient heroes from this world and the next. The Hell Slayer, the God Fighter, the Dragon Hunter. The soothsayers tell us, though they are dead and gone, one will come to us who gathered scattered remains of their heroes' weapons and armor, and forged 3 hammers, and from these to create a fort, greater than the rest. I come not to praise this, but to warn against it. Woe to you who do not heed their tales. Woe to you who do not hear me now. Listen then. The Hell Slayer, from the halls of Helheim itself, was heard gnashing and wailing. In the home of Heya and the Cavaldir, the Hell Slayer laid waste with her keenest blades. With axe and spear and courage and sacrifice, she stood atop a mound of death. Her children torn from her by the Cavaldir, her husbands torn and tortured, our people slain and scattered, their very souls captured, and yet she did prevail. Was this, then, victory, or was it failure, but delayed and suffering amplified? In the end, her body failed her for the first and last time, and Heya took her revenge. The Hellslayer's spear and sword were melted down in the cold forge. Her flesh was consumed at Heya's table. Hear, my children, and make your choices as you will. The God Fighter. Not content under the heel of the all-knowing and the all-powerful, born to hubris, son of righteousness, fierce and unflinching, bringing the bountiful to those who did not fear death, but learned to fear it before the God Fighter's will was spent, bringing suffering to those who knew only how to force suffering upon others. In the end, he showed that mortal hands could rend what immortal wisdom and will had wrought. Did he free the mortals from the shackles of their own making, or in giving fear to the gods, did he bring down the lash on those who followed after? Hear, my children, and make your choices as you will. The Dragon Hunter. Those that knew her in her time speak of one withdrawn, deep weariness and heavy of heart. Those who speak of her in the years since speak of a queen certain and fearless, rallying all to her side to fight, and indeed to win against the great serpents who long preyed upon them. We remember her deeds, we marvel at her courage. We know that she did what they say, and that the serpents who ravaged the lands loomed large before her birth, and were silent after her time. But we also hear that after the battles, she wandered without a home, until she died. Who then was she? Leader and slayer of dragons, wanderer, weary and alone. Hear, my children, and make your choices as you will. Heroes they were, but dead they still are. They proved ideals that we call sacred and noble, but suffered for it, and brought that suffering upon their kin. What are we, who live in their shadows these long years after, to make of them and the one who is foretold? The one who will gather the remains of the three heroes' weapons and forge these hammers, will take on the mantle of their lives, but that mantle that was too heavy for the greatest who ever lived. It is foretold, but should it be done? What wisdom do I not see? The hammer of forgotten heroes is not a gift, but a burden. The one who builds it must take the fate of all upon themselves, and what mortal can stand under such weight? Make your choices as you will. Kind of got a little garbled there towards the end, but that was fantastic. Content! Hurt my throat. Anyway. What now? Actually, since I'm here, it'll be easier to go to Pandaria than to what? And actually, Test Kitchen is back. I might get the last recipe thing I need. Probably not, they've only a rare chance of popping up. Yeah.
Greetings, my friend. Life is more like...
So yeah, I gave it a chance. We'll keep going with that. I'll eventually get it. Okay, so next we head to Pandaria, and we go check out the farm. We'll do a little bit of mining on the way. But yeah, I'm gonna get a gathering profession on all of my alts, one on each, and some like my Chandelier, she had a tail ring and enchanting. I'm going to drop one, I'm not sure which yet, and I'm going to have the other. Yeah. Say if I drop tail ring, I'll keep enchanting, and I'll take up mining, or herbalism, or skinning, not fletching. You know, I'll drop one, and I'll take up something else. I'll drop one of them and I'll take something else up to replace it, and I will go from there, and that'll be true for let me start again. Yeah, I think Chandelier might be the only one to have a no gathering profession, but I will be having for most there'll be at least one gathering profession. Some might end up having two. Actually. Yeah, some might end up having two. I know Kyrok has two. I won't be continuing him. I'll be leveling a Lightforged Draenei instead once I finish Blood Mist. But his successor, Kyrok 2, won't be his actual name, Kyrokier. Not that either, probably. They'll follow in his footsteps with 2. But yeah, basically, ultimately, the point I'm getting at is I'll be dropping one of those professions on Chandelier. What's that? No idea. I'll be dropping one of the professions on Chandelier and taking up a gathering profession. And I don't think there's anyone else that needs to drop a profession, but everyone will be having at least one gathering. Some will be having 2, but I want to cover at least one in each profession. Though that being said, I don't see the point, because of how they've segmented professions out. It takes away point in leveling up, like I did in Legion, through tailoring from the original stuff to the latest stuff. It basically means start at the current expansion. Don't bother with the older stuff. Like, don't level up a profession with you. There's no benefit to doing so. Cause I go out. By the time you can make, I know it just doesn't feel like the gear doesn't feel worthwhile to try and level up and make gear like the way the game is here. Like in Classic, yeah, making gear as you leveled was probably more practical. But now, no, not so much. But you could at least feel justified in using the profession somewhat to say, like, I'm leveling it up with me. That way, you know, I won't have to bother with it so much when I'm higher level. But you can't even use that excuse because they've segmented stuff off. So that's like, that's the first 300 is just for Classic, and then you start a separate thing for Outland. You can just learn basic mining. Have 1 point in it, like Classic mining, 1 point in it, and just start Outland mining and Rat mining and any other level of mining, like I have. Same with any profession. So it kind of takes out the benefit of it. So the others will have it, but I don't think any of them will really level their crafting profession till their max level. Or at least they're in the current content. For whenever that is, you know? The only exception I would say to that is the engineer. It's going to be my priest, though I might be making my priest a dark iron, just to level up an allied race, you know, where possible. Much like my Tauren Hunrin has been replaced with a High Mountain Tauren. But anyway, yeah, my priest is going to have engineering, and he's going to be hucking bombs at people. So mining and engineering. Just because no one expects the priest to be packing heat. You know? So, yeah. Ooh, is that like Shaw taint in that? Huh. No. But maybe that's... It looks fine, but tainted somewhat. So it's odd. Branches here are okay, but the rest of the tree not so much. Huh. But anyway. Everything old is new again. Find and return the following Order of Ember's relics to the rightful place in Drustvar. I don't recognize that at all. Crossbow, hat, flask, and knife. That should give you rep, if it doesn't. This is something. Ghostly Pandaren Fisherman? Beautiful day for fishing, don't you think? You a fisherman, Palnai? I've got this old fishing lure if you'd like it. Works wonders in the waters here. I would love it. Thank you. Until we meet again, Palnai. So, that's done. Woman's trash. Find 10 lost treasures hidden throughout Pandaria. And there's another side, I presume we find them all, is another man's treasure. And again, I can't help but hear the Tristram music. Ancient Pandaren woodcutter. Etched into the handle, you see something that has all but faded, plus 15 woodcrafting. Damn it, this is making me think of fucking RuneScape. And my account got banned for something I didn't do. I think I got hacked or something. But I can't contest. I tried contesting it, but I don't think they'll budge on it. I did that recently, and it sucks because I had so much fun with it as a kid, and it's gone now. Um, and they won't give it back, and I don't want to just make a new account, because if they realize it's the same person, they'll probably just boot that as well, you know? So it just feels shitty, you know? Because I loved the game as a kid, and it's gone to me now. I feel like shit now. No, you know what? I shouldn't. I should take it as not a challenge, but inspiration. Get rich enough to buy the company and unban myself. That I can, rope the guy behind Tesla into, buying it and unbanning me. So I just got to do it myself. That'll show him. That'll show him. Ah, if you do it actually on the day when you get the bonus, when you get the bonus crop, you actually get the bonus crop. It's not like, say, if you plant it on the day when he says to plant jade squash, you'll inherently get the bonus jade squash. Oh, this is plump bonus stuff, bonus. But like say if you planted this, say if, when he says like tomorrow I see jade squash in your future, he means tomorrow. If you come back in a week's time, you mightn't get the jade squash bonus. Maybe you will get it if you get lucky when you're harvesting it and it's the bonus. The jade squash bonus has come around again. But yeah, you like, just because you planted it when he said to plant it, unless you harvest it the next day, you'll miss out on the bonus. So like when he says in your tomorrow I see you with jade squash, he literally means tomorrow. The bonus is in like inherent because you planted it and came back a week. You will get the normal crop in that case. It's like you aren't guaranteed the bonus just because you planted it that day. You have to actually come back the next day and harvest it to get the 2 extra crop per day. So that's just what I'm trying to say. It just feels wrong each way I'm saying it. This is an issue with commentating like this, because you can't say, no, that makes sense, and nodding, and general conversational things to say that you get what the other person's saying. Plus, it's my own uncertainties and all that. But yeah, so yeah, he is serious about tomorrow. I only realized that now. I never paid too much attention, and then when it took so long to come back to this, I didn't remember. But yeah, he's serious about tomorrow. And with that being pump, you get 10. That must be one hell of a stubborn weed, if you can resist my grip for so long, given I've fought a fucking titan. For whatever reason he is hanging out here, I guess he must have another quest.
Greetings.
No. Show. You can give the apple to the drunk, but I've already... Ooh. Ancient Pandaren fishing charm. Ancient Pandaren secret. Attach the charm to yourself, granting you a chance to find additional fish from pools in Pandaria for an hour. Requires fishing skill of 1. That's fantastic. That's incredible. Quite stranger. I need complete focus for the task at hand. Where it counts. I've been watching those Kunzen. Wait, Kunzen? No, that's very close to a guy in Stranglethorn. Rogue Alliance guy. He's gone mad because of an artifact. That storyline has never really continued on, sadly. But yeah, he's gone mad because of it. And his name is Kurzin. They're just missing an R, if memory serves. And I've noticed a constant pattern. Whenever they're getting ready to attack, they participate in strange barbaric rituals around their totem. If we can disrupt this ritual, not only will we put off any impeding attacks, we can deal a huge blow to their morale. So get in there, rough them up, and make as much of a mess as possible. So throw 8 rituals, kick 4 blazing embers, and slay 1 ritualist. Only 1? I can kill a few.
Stay focused.
No. Lovely apple. Listen. Always be on alert. Yep, sure. Thank you. The girl does get hungry after hunting down all those enemies. Thank you. That's 900. We're now acquaintances. She considers you acquaintance. One gains little wisdom from speaking. One gains much from listening.
Goodbye.
Quite right now. Please don't break my concentration.
May your deeds live on in story.
What gifts do you like? I'm scared of birds. Their feathers can be quite pretty, but they aren't my favorite.
Stay focused.
I like things that come from nature. You can ask them, but the tooltips are just an answer for it, you know? Oh, here's Lower Walker Show.
Welcomes you.
The best brew in open area is made right here in the valley at Storm South Brewery. Well, at least I think so.
Eyes open. Always be learning.
That's all he has to say. You can find different people here, like I said. You can find an exiled Dowran mage. He'll sell you different things that can spawn portals. I don't think they're really too great. I never really used them, so I have no experience. So I suppose I can't really comment on them, but whatever. I think they just lead you to different cities and whatnot, but I don't see the need. Certainly not now, anyway. If they would add you to like special areas or something, then that would obviously be different, but they don't. So no. Also, is my health higher than normal? Whatever. So, Fish, Valreed, or Ella. Neither of them are here, so I won't turn it in. But I need to talk with the drunk. I thought only the Furious card spawned when like there's a player acting up or whatever. I could give the Jade Cat to anyone, but they'll give them a lot less. They'll give a lot less than if I gave it to the right person. Striped melons. He says striped melons are quite... This time of year. Don't you mean this time of week?
Someday I'm going to be a hero like you.
Oh, if you give them, say if you get a ton of, you know, the seeds when you're planting stuff. See here I have a ton of jade squash seeds. I shouldn't necessarily get rid of them. If I get 30, I can just trade them in for a bag, which is useful. Because I would actually get 40 of them. Hand in 30 seeds, and I'll get a bag with 10 charges that can fill 4 plots. So that's 40 seeds. So that's, you know, saves you a bit of cash. Mage bulb. I think I can also grow up in herbs here. I don't know if the herbs ever are on the list. The raptor leaf is a carnivorous plant which is known to devour vermin, hawks, and other small creatures. Dives after a single meal, releasing seeds into the air, and often leaving behind the remains of its catch. So it's a way of getting meat via your farm. Mage bulbs absorb latent magic from the soil, coalescing into materials which can be used in enchanting. This is a random Pandaren herb. The Enigma seed is named after its mysterious ability to germinate into a random Pandaren herb. The Windshare cactus is covered in a million fine needles which filter air as it passes through. Windwool fibers and scraps of material drifting in the breeze often collect into cactus. Snake root gets you ore. And this gets you Motes of Harmony. Okay, there's more to this than I remembered. For now though, I'll go get the random things. And
listen to the river.
striped melons.
Browse. Enjoy.
I doubt the other stuff comes under the bonuses, but I still want to Yeah, just check, just to be on the safe side, because if it does, that'll be fantastic. But given that they give resources, I sincerely doubt that will be the case. Like, they don't just give, you know, the... like, Jade Squash and all that. They give, like, straight out ore. They give meat. They give enchanting stuff. They give Motes of Harmony. I doubt they would ever be under the bonus stuff. But just on the safe side, I would like to check. Since it's just a generic bag thing, yeah, I just did not notice it. I just couldn't find it for a moment. And also, this will be big enough to hit, you know, 3. Well, it hit 6. Nah, doing that screwed me over. Fine. It's not like money is exactly short. Or tight, I should say. So many tangled plants. So little time. I have to drag it at least 15 yards away. Okay. Checking all these. They're all just grow. Well, any of the ones that are fine are just growing. Just making sure I'm not somehow ignoring a what do you call it? You know, a fully grown one that's already fully grown. They explain why. Oh, you can use this to check your relationships. What was he saying? Okay, I was thinking of one thing I wanted to say, then I got distracted. Now I can't remember what I wanted to say, not what I was saying. But yeah, I just want to make sure I wasn't somehow ignoring something that needed to be checked, and I'm also making sure that there isn't one that that's already done, so that I can replant it. And I'm just making sure that there isn't one that I'm ignoring that needs help to grow.